I was born a devoted son. From the moment I came into this world, I shook my father's life. One day, he tried to shave off my little mustache. He finished, and I looked down. He froze. The mustache had grown back. By the time I was 5, my little mustache looked like it belonged to a 45-year-old. My father took me to see a doctor. The young doctor frowned at me. I had learned to be thoughtful. When a ball rolled under a car, I never bothered anyone to get it. During tests, I tried to peek at the answers of the kid next to me, but the chubby one caught me. He snapped his paper shut, annoyed. I strained harder to read the answers. I helped the girl push on a swing. She kept telling me to push harder, saying I wasn't strong enough. I pushed with all my strength, and she flew forward. At a soccer game, I was the goalkeeper. I didn't know how to kick properly, and the crowd called me an idiot. I couldn't hold back. I ran across the entire field with the ball, straight to the opponent's goal. One kick, and I almost took down the chubby kid. I was thrilled. No one around wanted to engage with me. I was confused. My father told me that to live a normal life, I had to hide my abilities. Otherwise, people would see me as a freak. I felt misunderstood, but I still closed the car door for my father. On my 10th birthday, no classmates showed up. That day, I understood what it meant to feel lonely and left out. I wished to become ordinary. From then on, I hid my powers. By 35, I was a mediocre salesperson. My superpowers only came out when no one was around. I never arrived on time for work. 3 minutes was enough to get from bed to the office. A stuck snack machine? I could fix it with a flick. I just wanted a cold beer. I could turn water into ice instantly. Then, one night I saw her, my college crush May. I invited her to dinner that evening. We were talking about which small hotel to visit when a group of thugs interrupted us. May's temper flared instantly. One thug even called me a monster. May couldn't tolerate it. She confronted him immediately. The thug saw May as no threat and turned to provoke Big Hoo. He said one finger could take him down. Big Hoo calmly said it was impossible. Next moment, he completely lost face in front of her. Still, he held back his anger. No one noticed, but the tiles cracked. He decided to hide his powers for life. On the way home, the subway suddenly went out of control. The speed was enough to blow my mustache back. Thinking of the innocent passengers aboard, I hesitated. A sign on the wall read, "It's time to act." I didn't hesitate any longer. I shot out of the subway like lightning. Passengers thought they saw a ghost. I ran to the front, preparing to stop the train with my body. I pressed against the glass. The conductor was stunned. I leapt backward, faster than the train. The conductor thought he was seeing things. I reached the final station. Crack. I smashed a fire hydrant, picked up a large hose, quickly turned it into a small sling. The passengers had no idea what had happened. I moved back, ready for defense again. The train came, but it stopped instantly. The hydrant worked perfectly. I gave a thumbs up. The train bounced back, but I had stopped the collision. I knew my powers were exposed. No time for others. I fled the scene. The surveillance cameras caught me anyway. A tech mogul with silver hair saw it all. She was thrilled. She had been looking for me for 25 years.
Ever since I was born, I've had these freaky chicken wings sticking out of my back. It all started because my parents worked in a chemical factory. My name is Ricky. The wings slowly grew into little feathers, thin and pink. But lifting my round body was never easy. My sister said Mom worked in that factory for years. She was exposed to radiation, and that made me different. Mom always wanted to find out the truth about my wings. She just wanted me to grow up safe. But all my life, I never stepped outside the house. One day, Mom suddenly took me to the supermarket. I looked around, curious about the world outside. The store was crowded and full of colors. Mom went with my sister to see the toys. She told me to stay still, but the bright lights pulled me in. I couldn't resist and flew toward the glow. Crowd froze and stared at me, their eyes wide open. Some even pulled out their phones, like I was some rare creature. My heart was pounding fast. I heard Mom and my sister calling my name, their voices full of panic. I tried to fly back to them, but my wings wouldn't listen. My body kept floating higher. The supermarket turned into chaos. Someone brought a ladder to catch me, but I flew even higher. Then, one by one, the lights went out. Darkness swallowed me. My hunger for the glow was gone. My wings lost their strength. A man in uniform caught me in his arms. Dad looked at Mom, her face full of worry. He said I could fly for people. They could take pictures and pay. When we had enough, we'd move to the countryside. A big house, no neighbors, and I could fly free. Mom hesitated for a long time. Then she finally agreed. Dad tied a rope to my ankle. The other end stayed in Mom's hand. With her holding me, I rose into the sky like a kite. The wind rushed past my ears. For the first time, I felt pure joy. Mom looked up at me, smiling at last. But she got lost in the moment. Her hand slipped. A rope fell away. My ankle felt light. My wings beat harder, and I soared higher into the unknown.